So it turns out that Donald Trump blames Rick Perry. He said that Rick Perry is the reason he made that Ukraine call. Now, here's my thing. Let's start here, first of all, second of all, and third of all. If you didn't do nothing wrong, then why are you blaming anybody, number one? If you didn't do anything wrong, then what is the point of blaming somebody for the call? They made me make this call. Okay, well, if the call was just simple and easy, then what's the big deal? It's like me saying, well, you made me call Domino's Pizza. Okay. You didn't buy crap from Domino's, so it's not, it's not a bad thing. So why the crap right now? So, Rick Perry, are you in more trouble than I think? Because Donald Olamay Trump said that you made him call the Ukraine. It was your fault. That's it. Are you in more trouble than I think? Let's see what kind of trouble you're in. I didn't look up to see what your sign is, but we start with the King of Cups. This is usually people who are just involved with Donald. The Eight of Wands, there's that communication. Here's why I'm going to do this reading, really. Donald Trump seems to have the same problem with outside people. All I knew about him is that he had a lot of money until he ran for president, and then we knew all his business. But Donald Trump right now, Paul Manafort comes out of nowhere and says, I need to get to Trump because we need to get him to the top of the ticket because we're going to cheat him in the White House, these type of things, right? And then Mike Flynn comes in and he says, okay, I need to get to Donald Trump because I need to do this, this, and this on behalf of Turkey. And then Rick Perry also comes in and says, okay, I talked to Ukraine. You need to talk to Ukraine too. All these people come in to bring you garbage and then you eat it. And then you blame them for having garbage breath. The support system. This is usually what I get for people around Trump, like McConnell and Barr and all those people. Communication. That's his main problem. So Rick Perry comes in with the communication to Donald Trump, and yes, he is half the reason why Donald Trump called Ukraine. Now, Rick Perry is an idiot. And so, why would anybody be calling him to get to Trump? I mean, the energy secretary is a very important role, especially when it comes to nuclear things and, this country's energy infrastructure. So I could see why a foreign government would be interested in talking to Perry. They haven't been calling Ben Carson because who the hell cares about, low income housing in Russia? So here's the Ukraine talking to Perry. The Sun. Absolutely. Nine of Swords, anxiety, Four of Wands. So you have anxiety and the White House. So Rick Perry, indeed, Donald Trump is not completely lying when he says it's kind of Rick Perry. Well, it's not Rick Perry's fault. Rick Perry can't make you do anything. But he did give the baby a gun and then hope that it would all work out in the end. So, Three of Coins. Dark money. Which lets me know Rick Perry is on the dole for somebody. He's taking money from somebody. He is greasing the palms. He is taking the grease. Knight of Coins. Being paid for something. This is what we had in our live stream. He's being paid for something. I don't know exactly what, but he's being paid for something. And not by us, by somebody over there. Knight of Wands, the fear. actions, the hopes, Two of Cups for connections. In your environment is the Death card. So major change is coming for you. So are you in more danger than I think? Yes, you are. A serious change is coming. Judgments behind the Death. So yeah, this is something probably legal, something at the very least you will be questioned and subpoenaed. The secrets and the stuff that is hidden, that is your word of warning. So there is something there. This is not just smoke. There is something there. And if it is revealed, it spells trouble for you. Ace of Swords. Truth and clarity. And the payouts and work. That's your outcome. So there's more money coming into you, which means there is a paper trail. I'm going to go out on a limb and say you are an asset of a foreign government, just like Mike Flynn. So let's do politically or legally for Rick Perry. See, this is why when we do impeachment readings for Donald Trump, it's never really clear. Because we get the same cards and we say, oh, that must be Barr, oh, that must be McConnell, that must be, and then who would have thought Rick Perry is going to be in the middle of this? And now here he is. This is why, when you pick up a card, don't always assume what it means. Listen to Spirit first. Oh, that just flew out. We'll call it sloppy shuffle. Put it back in. So, that flew out too. They're really kind of firm, so they do that. Yeah, there's another one. Mind you, it's all kind of the ones that are answering my question. I'll shuffle this way. So, Rick Perry, politically, legally speaking, what's going on for you in October? Are you an asset of a foreign government? Well, let us see. We don't have to do that. Let's do this. Rick. Ten of Swords. Legally speaking, there is a loss here. The Moon. Like I said, your word of warning was those secrets. Ace of Swords. Truth is crossing them. So there's a loss if it comes out. Looks like it just will. King of Coins. This is you. Chariots. I'm going to say you're going to court. You are going to go to court. Not during the reign of Donald Trump. This will be an aftermath thing. Four Swords and Seven of Coins. Yeah, when you least expect it. So this is like patience and waiting. Both of these cards are patience and waiting, and sort of respite and relaxation. And like when you least expect it, you're going to, like, you think you're in the clear. This is you in victory. You think you're in the clear, but when I pick this up, it says you're going to court. Because something at the very least will come out to raise suspicions. But I do not think you're going to go to court during Donald Trump's presidency. You're going to go to court afterwards. The Three of Wands is the fear. And the Ace of Wands is the hope. So you want new actions, not old actions, because old actions lead you to court. Nine of Swords, there's anxiety. and the Knight of Coins. It is about what you were paid to do. So you have right now the urge or the not desire, but you almost have the obligation to try to cover this up or tell the truth. That's like the only things you have to do. We know you're not going to tell the truth. But you are an asset of a foreign government. And where you get your money is what your anxiety is. Five of Swords. Oh, you could also be getting money from special interest groups that look a lot like the KKK. Interesting. I just heard that. You could be getting money from those kind of groups too. Five of Swords. Your sneakiness and win at all costs is your warning here for October. Knight of Swords, rushing forward, rushing ahead. This will be over quickly. Like I said, you're going to have this false sense of security as in I got away with it, but you just wait. Three of Cups is a celebration, and the Fool. Exactly. You think it's over? Raise your glass. Very foolish thing to do. This is not over. They're just waiting on manpower. That's it. I think you are the one that they want to make an example of first, if you ask me. Well, kind of after Pence and Trump, but beware. 2021 will be filled with court cases. Rick Perry. Ten of Coins. The GOP, but there's also some family money, legacy money, big money. Page of Coins. Two of Swords. And the Hermit. I feel as though someone in your family, like your immediate family, is getting a grant or scholarship or something of some sort. They're getting some money from an institution. There is, however, a decision on whether to take it or not. I think there may be some political or social pressure that causes... Now, mind you, this is not something to do with you. This seems to be something somebody else earned. But because of you, they sort of get the pressure. I remember this happening to Sean Combs, Puff Daddy. It happened to his son. His son earned a scholarship to pay for his college. And people were saying that he shouldn't take it because his father is rich. And this has nothing to do with Sean Combs. That's that boy's life, right? High Priestess, but there are some secrets. Six of Wands. You may have orchestrated this. This is why it's probably coming up for you. Nine of Cups. And Two of Wands. Yeah, you had something to do with it. And once all this stuff is starting to come out, you're going to have your little college scandal stuff on your hands too. There's something new also with you. The Tower, Three of Coins, King of Cups. So yeah, there is also new evidence that is going to come out about your relationships with Donald Trump and dark money. So it's going to really be a bit of a breadcrumb hunt type of thing. So it's just going to have to lead up into other sources. It's not going to be a definitive thing that you can fire him or impeach him or put him in jail for. It's kind of like what everybody else has. Donald Trump met with this person, who met with those people, who met with this person, who met with this person, who knows Rick Perry. So it's one of them things. Like, he did benefit from this relationship, but there's a new story coming out about his connections to Donald Trump, other than probably Ukraine too, but probably other than Ukraine. Queen of Cups, Ace of Wands, Three of Swords, Magician. Donald Trump is not having your back. There is the betrayal with the Three of Swords and the Magician, the ultimate liar. Be prepared to go down for the sake of Donald Trump. There's a support system and the new action. You thought you knew him. Ha ha. Rick Perry is in trouble. Good.